One of them has already said they know who they're playing against. The game hasn't even started yet. All right, chat, here we go. It's another hidden 1v1 show match, and this time it's even more protected than it was last time. We had players anonymize their own accounts in an attempt to make it impossible for chat and themselves to guess who they were playing against, but everybody found ways. This time around, they're going to be playing on a couple accounts named Feer Blue and Feer Orange. So there should be no way to track them down, as well as they'll be playing on Octane because there's only Octanes on these accounts. There's no Fennecs. So if you're expecting to see a Fennec or trying to decide based on card choice, just know these players did have to play Octane today. They absolutely had to play Octane in this blue versus orange. Also, if you're trying to be like a maximum sleuth, and as soon as we joined the lobby, you looked up and saw that there were different names showing as Feer Blue gets a wall to air dribble to start the scoring for them. You'll see Yuri and Midi. I think those are bot names, and for some reason these accounts, when they've joined the private match, have had bot names temporarily, and I don't really get why. I don't know if it's something to do with like a new account protection or something, but either way, they say Feer Orange and Feer Blue now. It is not a leak. It is not in fact Midi versus Yuri, in case that's what you thought it was. Ping leaked? Oh, I did leak Ping. You're right, I didn't give Ping last time. I was a lot more focused to give absolutely nothing. This time I did show, I guess, a little bit of Ping. So it is a slight leak there. A slight leak. That is my bad. But I think it's going to be tougher. I think it's going to be tougher without people being able to cheat. They had a tough time last time, and I think this might still be a lot harder, as Orange is going to make it 3-1. Blue keeping ball cam on as this dribble starts, and now into an air dribble bump. Connects for a goal. An air dribble bump type play comes out of Feer Blue. I don't know if that gives hints to who it might be to anybody in chat. Plot twist, Feer doesn't know who's playing. I think that's the peak way to do it. Obviously, everybody compares this to Age of Empires 2. Maybe not obviously. I don't know how many people know about Age of Empires 2 as Feer Blue. Again, with the side wall to air dribble. Using the late reset to go over the top of Orange. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, in the Hidden Cup, the Age of Empires version, the commentators don't get to know either. And obviously that's peak. I would love to be playing the game as well with you guys. I'm not sure how good I'd be at it. I think I'd do a decent job, but it'd be pretty tough. It's a pretty tough challenge to try and figure out who's playing. But of course, since I set up the match, I had to know today. So I do know who's playing, as Orange double jump bumps and makes it a 4-3 game. It is a best of 5 today. I have told them the same deal as yesterday. $50 if by the end of the match they are able to guess who they're playing against. And I shouldn't say it that way. I mean, they're going to guess at the end of the match. It's not like they're going to get multiple guesses per game or anything. If they can get it right, they get 50. And if they can win the match, they will get another 50. So they should be trying to play the match the way they normally do. As Orange grabs the demo, turns back on the ball, and goes up 5-3. Blue missing an open net after a kickoff win. Ended up shooting it wide, going for a double jump bump to try and finish it off, and it does work out. So it did not completely throw the advantage, as Feer Orange bumped into nets. Cannot recover in time. Blue on the air dribble. A lot of movement on the resets. Is going to be able to make it back to the ball to not allow a counterattack. Now Blue wave dash cap with a bump, or wave dash catch, I should say. Went for the bump. Couldn't get it. Credit to Feer Orange. We're getting up around the play. Now trying to collect the ball. Bring it back into their own half for possession. It's not going to work. Feer Blue again attacking through the air on the resets. 5-5 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. We talked yesterday in our hidden show match about hoping for, a close match to go alongside the process of trying to guess who was playing. And it felt like it was going to be close. It wasn't until the very end where all of a sudden we realized it was going to be a sweep despite the first close couple games. I don't know if that's how it's going to be today. But Orange is going to get a kickoff win to retake the lead with 2 minutes left to go. Are the predictions still open? The predictions have been 50-50. Now, this game has also been pretty 50-50, but we will end submissions because you never know what is going on. I'm not dropping any frames, so everything should be okay. Blue, another double jump bump. Orange continues to back off and allows Blue to get these clean setups. Help, I'm lagging. 1 second, chat. We won't make this mistake again. We will not be showing. Back into the match. Again, see, it puts Outlaw and Cougar. It puts bot names on them for some reason for a moment. We have hopped into a new server. Hopefully, it works out a bit better. As now Cougar and Outlaw play against each other. I'm sure their names will shortly switch back to Feer Orange and Feer Blue. But a tightly contested game number 1. As Blue backing off this setup in the corner. Allowing Orange to clear it back. A reset of possession. And a dribble starting all the way from the back wall for Blue. Decides to go for the fake. On the reset, lets the ball pop down. Orange, credit to them for staying in control of that ball. Being able to double jump to the back wall and never once either losing control of the ball or themselves in order to prevent a shot opportunity. Orange is going to try and boom the ball from ceiling height down. Blue has that save. And now into an air dribble. Reset pop. Again, over the top. Orange is doing a good job challenging early. Forcing Blue to go high. But Blue has managed to always keep possession afterwards and never allow a counterattack. Orange is just going to dive in. Blue dribbling so far away from the net. But it doesn't matter. Orange still felt like that was the right time to challenge. Thought Blue was going to go down to the ground. Instead, it's a Blue lead. Blue with possession in the attacking corner. Never going to go too all in this situation. Orange not going to be able to get back to this ball. Blue's actually going to keep it up, which of course only gives Orange a chance to tie up the game, but they will let it hit the ground, and game number 1 will go to Blue in this best of 5. Is it difficult not to say the player names? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because I'm worried if I try and ever imply that it's easy, the next game, I'm going to say a player name on accident. Game number 2. Blue with a 1-goal win. In order to start off the series, Orange doing a pretty decent job of not allowing the initial kickoff goal, but ultimately could not stop the follow-up, as the game has decided that this is Beast versus Rex now. And Rex going to get a second kickoff goal. Beast getting a bit greedy there. Flipping towards the ball, but then deciding that they did not have to make an immediate play, that they can instead set up their car back towards the midfield and let the ball bounce out midfield in order to do some sort of challenge, or sorry, some sort of, setup. But that's purely based on the fact that they thought Blue was leaving the play completely, which Blue was not, and Blue is running it up now. 3-0, and it's not even 30 seconds in to game number 2. Are people saying beast mode just because the name switched to beast? Just so you know, these names are just bot names. For some reason, when these accounts are joining the private matches, they're being assigned bot names. I honestly could not tell you why. And last time they got assigned a bot name, it did eventually switch back to the account name, which is just orange and blue. Orange, not able to get anything off of that dribble. Now playing on the ground. Seemed like they just wanted a bouncing ball, trying to pop it up. It was never going to be a very strong attack. Something that maybe gets the defense moving. Blue headed to the ground. The catch gets the ball dunked. Orange has a great setup here. How are they going to do in the air? A little pass to themselves off the ceiling. Never stood a chance. You can tell pretty quickly. They air rolled around and were just defensively trying to retreat. Now they're going to take this ball in front of the net, but Blue completely backed off. Orange did not read the dive back in challenge from Blue. Just barely able to make that save. So Blue has not been able to continue the scoring they had to start the game. But as I say that, they'll find their fourth goal. Orange jumping off the wall. Did not make the right read. Wave dash kickoff for Blue. Into the back corner. Resets. Threatened the musty. Didn't connect. Orange starting to just boom the ball on target as they look for some way to get some offense going. Blue's keeping that ball cam on a couple different occasions while dribbling. Orange lobbing this up out of being able to be protected. Orange right now needs to stay in control of possession. Has not been able to get a couple touches in a row. Blue always able to take it away. And Orange is going to use a couple wall dashes in the back corner to eventually break away. And this time, there will be no defender in net to stop the heavy touch, as Blue had used up every last bit of their boot. I just died. R.I.P. Oh, should be back. Power slide cut from Orange, and a second goal. All right, I need to run for water, or I'll die. BRB. Keep guessing. Running back. Still dying, though. Blue just stealing the ball right off the top of Orange's car. Orange not able to get any goals while I was gone, and is probably in a position where they need some. Orange setting up a hook shot. Power slide cut, has gone for it multiple times. I think scored on the previous one, but credit to Blue for getting up and getting back on that angle. Not an easy thing to do, as Orange misses a wave dash back into their own half. Blue is just eating Orange alive now in this game number 2. Orange on 76 boost. Wants to be able to take the ball to the ground. Blue is not going to let Orange get away with it. And we actually saw Orange score one of their only goals in this game from playing quickly out of their own half and trying to counterattack. Actually got Blue diving in too deep. For whatever reason, Orange doesn't want to go back to that now. Wants a clean possession. He's going to wait on the goal line to make this save. Sending it high. Blue will reset to their own back wall. We saw Blue in the last time we had a match like this, going for full field dribbles. The reset shot is denied. It does seem like Blue will be going up 2-0. Double not there. 20 seconds left to go. Orange has a lot to figure out. Finally, their names switched to the account names. For whatever reason, the bots are gone. This could be a goal for Orange. And even then, it wouldn't be easy on the long shot. They're going to go for the bounce dribble. In and out. Blue with the mental edge. Left and right. Absolutely not allowing Orange any sort of movement. And we will head to game number 3. Blue versus Orange continues, and Blue has an opportunity to close it out here in game number 3. After a dominant game 2, it was down to the wire in the first game, but Blue seems to have it figured out. I don't know if either one of these guys feel like they gain an advantage or disadvantage not knowing who they're playing against. Maybe they already have a read and have decided who it is. But either way, Orange on the board early, which is important. After going down, thought we could see a bit of a snowball effect for Orange. They aren't able to find a few more goals. It's a kickoff win to the side wall, and Orange not only has some goals, has a lead. Actually, Fear, Jorby has copyrighted Blue versus Orange. You can't call it that unless you want to pay him million, maybe $1 billion, $10 million. Well, let me tell you what, we can afford it. I'll send him the check right away. Thanks to all you guys who Twitch Prime and Tier 1. So pat yourselves on the back. Blue able to pick up a demo here after pulling all the boost out of Orange's tank. Orange on the respawn, no chance to make the save. Seer version 63.3331 is Orange. The only thing you forgot to do is also say, for sure, guaranteed, 100%. It has to be this person. Ban me if it's not. Blue on the wall to air dribble. Has scored many times in this series with it so far. Orange having a tough time challenging. Thought about the ceiling challenge. Decided to transition off the back wall and actually got a decent first touch, but Blue had that red. Just goes for the low 50. Controls it to the ground and is going to have the quicker recovery. So the lead for Orange, just temporary. Orange. Little ground pinch. Not on target. Blue going to chain some dashes on 0 boost. Orange really needs to capitalize in a situation like this and will. 3-3. DM you the players? Ah, for sure. Yeah, I'll just hit you up. Pompey's the guy who cheated yesterday. And this time I made it impossible to cheat. So let's see. Can you actually figure it out, Mr. Cheater? I do appreciate you cheating, though. I knew people would. And I needed to be 100% sure that this is how it had to be done. So that no one could cheat. Blue and Orange locked. Blue tried to cut in, it would seem, to cut off Orange, and that actually paid off for Orange, who has boost and got bumped up into the air, saved the flip, used it to dash back. It's a 4-3 lead. And a rare one at that for Orange so far. Direct kickoff goal for Orange. Was this on a diagonal? It was. Just going fairly standard kickoff. Blue seemed like they were trying to force it right and just played right into the hands of Orange. When is the Dark versus Zen show match? Who's to say we're not currently watching the Dark versus Zen show match? Blue back to the irritable bumps. Orange has had many opportunities to see that coming and has finally recognized that he needs to prepare and get up over the top of those bumps. Orange launching a flick. Blue into the air with a reset. 16 boost left over. Double resets. Doesn't convert into a great shot, but does get Blue back down to the ground quickly, which is not so bad. Means recovery should be fine. Might even be able to continue the possession, but they did lose it. And now Orange, a pest in the corner, has gotten so many different goals this way. Stuffs Blue right on the back line. And now, this is really the only way that faith in Orange, I think, could be restored. After game number 2, needed not only a win, but a fairly convincing one as Orange changed some dashes together. But still not quick enough to beat out Blue, who's going to go for the back corner dribble. Bar reset pop. Popped the ball so high that they knew there was no way to affect the ball anymore. Doing so would just make it even farther off target, so they tried to just go for the bump. Didn't work. And Orange will launch a flick and make it 7-3. A little celebratory chain dashing as well. That one is out there for the fans who are trying to guess who's playing. In case you are well aware of what every player's chain dash looks like. Kickoff goal for Blue. Minute 32 to hold on to it. Blue, low flick. Starting to play Orange's game. Might be exactly what Orange needs. As Orange has shown, they can launch a flick from distance. Blue prepared to make that save. Reset into the wave dash pop. Another bump attempt works. And this game is not even over. We were talking about the comeback for Orange. There's a minute and a second left with 2 goals. That is an eternity here in ones. And we could see the Blue victory again. Full field dribble from Orange from the back wall. Wasn't able to bring it the whole way. A nice fake, but just barely couldn't force it back in. Rushed to the ball like they were going to take a quick shot, then pulled off, got a wheel touch in order to fake it. Actually worked out well, but the touch was just a little bit too strong to follow up. What a pre-flip. My goodness, Blue. They are within 1 with 31 seconds, and even Orange has to give a nice shot. After Blue pops the ball up, pre-flips underneath it to flick it to the backboard, and then turns around to follow it up to make it 6 goals, but still 1 shy of what they need to force overtime. Orange, kickoff win. Probably shouldn't even really bring the ball over to Blue, I would think. Is going to play it fairly safe. Tried to pop it over the top late. Blue handed possession away. Felt the need to rush to the ball. Has no boost. Orange doesn't want to take the dribble with the lead. Instead, goes for the second time around and used a reset late, which really surprised me considering the game context. Low boost, air dribble reset usage. Why not just play it safer? But seems like it's not going to matter. Orange is still going to get a win. So it'll be 2-1 in favor of Blue as Orange looks to try and make the reverse sweep. Game number 4. It is Orange versus Midi now. As Orange took a bit to get going, but must have been taught quite a bit of lessons there in game number 2 in order to bounce back. Orange staring at a chance to make a quick play. But credit to Blue, whose recoveries have really not allowed too many open plays. Blue will get a corner boost steal. Playing it low. Waiting for a mistake from Orange or maybe a 50 win. Orange Not able to connect on that demo. Now only 10 boosts to work with. Orange sends one high. A minute in, no scoring here in game number 4. As Blue, if they were pulling off the gas in the last game, it's time to turn it back on. And a few little dashes on the side wall will get the first goal of this one as they swing wide for the hook shot. Orange was trying to shadow closely and did not expect such a quick pop off the wall. Orange is just farming these left wall kickoffs on the diagonal. And to be fair, I think it's because Blue keeps forcing right. I'm going to watch again. Yeah, Blue is slightly delaying and sending it to the side wall. I don't even think it's necessarily what Orange is doing. Orange is just taking a good old-fashioned scrub killer standard ball side kickoff, doing it very quickly. And Blue is trying to get like cheeky with it. A slight delay, push it against the wall, but it's not working out. Now, this time it was another delay from Blue, and it did work out. So they now have a 2-1 lead. Blue gonna make it 3-1. Scrub killer leaked. True. If you called everybody who's ever done a standard kickoff again since Scrub Killer did it originally, then yeah, it could be Scrub Killer leaked. Right now, Blue is doing a good job playing keep away. This midfield keep away has worked a few times now as Orange saw the ball, sent into the side wall with a flick, thought for sure that was Blue, giving a moment of opportunity to challenge as they lost possession, but Blue had never lost possession. They were so quick back to the ball. Played right into their hands. You made it hard for me to cheat. I concede. It should be really hard. It should be really, really hard, assuming I don't just throw and like say one of the players' names. You should have to do it for real. Blue off the back wall. 43 boost, decides to let the dribble fall at midfield. Right now is playing the possession game. And I don't hate it. Has a big lead. 3-goal lead. Another bump attempt. This time Orange gets over the top of it. Is the power shot on target? It is. So I still think that was Blue attempting to do a non-committal type play. Something that they could continue to waste time with. Just didn't work out. And now Orange within 2. Blue, direct kickoff goal to make right back up for it. Taking these diagonals more like the standard kickoff we're used to. Supposed to try in that delay, which has not worked well. Blue on the air dribble reset, it gets saved, but had first possession off the kickoff. Orange launching a flick, leaning back for the musty. Blue trying to hit the back corner psycho. Can't do it. Orange gonna have a boost steal. It's gonna be 18 boosts now for Blue. As Orange gets a 50. Can they get around to get the shot? Probably not. I think Blue's gonna be back in time, but now both of them very low on boost. Blue gets the corner. Orange has to pre-flip to try and stay alive and get the 100, which they did do pretty well. And Blue actually ran out of boost. The wall dash from Orange. Blue's on nothing. I'm sure Orange has a good idea that he does not have a lot of boost. Forced him into the net, but not able to pick up the 100, which means his possession is likely to end because he now can't get up in the air after Blue puts it up there to clear it. And it's just going to be a couple touches in a row. Blue very likely securing the series here. Up 6-2, up 2-1. A minute 13 to hold out a 4-goal lead. Orange Grab some boost to the midfield. Another psycho attempt from Blue. Doesn't pay off, but right now Blue has been relying on their expert defense. They've been having to play on low boost a ton. And Orange, I would say earlier, was putting on some pretty poor attacks. They've much improved their attacks. It just doesn't matter. Blue has been able to keep them out. Blue can't stop this one, though. With 44 seconds left to go. 3 goals needed for Orange. It'll have to be a few kick-out possessions, I would imagine, in this first one not going in Orange's favor. Orange collecting the ball. What a flick. My goodness. Put it just a bit too high. Boost steal in the corner. Has to play quickly. And I imagine Blue knows that. Orange pops one shot. 50. Can they recover in time? 20 boost to work with. Wave that shot. Bit too slow. 15 seconds now. Orange to the skies. Ceiling resets. Blue on 0. Ground pinch is directly at Blue. And I believe that one ends the game. The game was probably already over anyways. But if that one had gone in, maybe 2 more kickoffs. Blue has done it. They have won. And I'm going to quickly tab out in case they throw their guesses. It is time to guess who was playing on both sides. I'm going to have them DM me their guesses over on the side. If they get it right, we will give them $50 for getting it correctly. And I have both of their guesses locked in. So now it is time for yours. Chat. Let's start with the blue player. Start giving me who you think. I see Evo. I see Atto. I see Flakes. I see Jorius. I see Frosty. I see Rise. A few different options. We'll go Drally. I see Drally. Drally a couple times. Jack. All right, here's your 10. Here's your 10. Evo, Atto, Flakes, Jorius, Frosty, Rise, Nas, Nupo, Nugget, or Drally. All right, we'll lock in Atto as your guys' collective guess for the blue team. Who do we think is orange? I see Rise. I see Cosmic. I see Jack. But okay, here are your options for the orange player. Now, you guys decided that Atto was playing on the blue team, which probably means you're thinking that the servers were played on EU. I think Jack is in EU, so that does not throw out, you know, your guess there. You guys said Jack was playing on the orange team. So your guys' guesses, as we established, should we try and put that on screen? Now I will tell you who blue guessed they were playing against. Blue guessing orange. Let me double check their guess. They said they were playing against Nuggets. Orange, who is trying to guess blue, guessed that they were playing against Drally. Orange guessed they were playing against Drally. Blue guessed they were playing against Nuggets. Chat, who got it correct last time, said, no, this is Atto playing Jack. And let me tell you, chat, obviously, one of you guys are wrong. One of you guys are wrong. These pros don't know what they're talking about. Either the pros were both wrong, or chat was both wrong. One in chat, if you guys know you did it last time, you got it right. You had Atto, or so you had Diaz versus Toxic. You were correct. This time you have Atto versus Jack. You guys think the pros are probably right, more so than the collective of chat. And that is correct. You're right about that. It was Nugget versus Drally. Nuggets on the orange team, Drally on the blue team. You guys got neither of them right. You did have both Nugget and Drally as your options, but I think you guys were not even going to have Drally. I paused at 9 options, and I was like, okay, someone type Drally so you guys at least stand a chance. Because if nobody types Drally, then you're not going to be able to get it. So Drally, by the way, said he knew before the match started. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I said the the blue player instantly said he knew he was playing before he even played the match after just doing the test lobby. And so I'm asking Drally right now to try and figure it out. I saw the way he talked in the test server. Wow, that's keen. That is keen. That's pretty funny. He's just like, I know everyone's personality. Drally said it was the way that that Nugget talked at the beginning, and he actually decided it was either Nas or Nuggets. And then he knew that basically Nas doesn't play the way Nugget does, and also that he thought it would be a bit tougher against Nas, pretty much. So that's how he settled on Nugget. And I'm gonna look at Nugget's chat. I played him yesterday in Comp 1s, and the playstyle matched. Ah, interesting. So you just happened to play him recently, and you're like, yeah, this is the same as he's making all the same decisions he did yesterday when we played in ranked.